Hi guys, good evening. This is Neil from Booking Genie, and today I am with a very special person with me, Mr. Subhashish Mishra, the founder
Hi.
of Booking Genie. Hi sir, how are you?
I'm good.
So first of
Hi.
all, I would like to say you thanks for coming to our new show,
Hmm.
and I'm really grateful that you give your ample time to us. So sir, let me start with a few questions, and I hope you will love to answer them.
Sure. Go ahead.
So sir, what is Booking Genie?
So, in my opinion, Booking Genie is a idea. It's a movement that we have started to give direct booking to any hotels. So, the idea came when we worked with a state government institution in India, and the business that grew was 4x over a year. So
That's
that's how, yeah, that was huge, which was really got surprise to our team and the restaurant. So we understood what we did good, so that this business grew, and thereby Booking Genie actually took shape. So it is a movement that will bring direct booking. We do whatever possible under this earth to ensure that direct booking comes to hotel, so that the supply and demand side of this hospitality industry come closer.
So, sir, what are the main products of Booking Genie?
Well, currently we have a very successful product called iBooking Engine, which is one of our flagship product. So it is an intelligent driven booking engine, which is loaded with machine learning, which enables not only converts but also tracks and intelligently puts various things on the website, so that it engages the website browser and the lookers basically, and with the machine learning it understands the buying behavior, and thereby the conversion increases a lot.
So, sir, I guess this is the main reason that you call it intelligent booking engine.
True, that's true.
Okay, that sounds very awesome.
Just to add, there are around 40 booking engines which are good ones globally.
Okay.
So, however, none of them have this machine learning aspect of this. So, we are proud to tell that we are the first booking engine which has a machine learning added to it. So, ours is the intelligent booking engine, the first of its kind in the world.
Okay. So, sir, just one question like there are lots of channel managers in the market. So, how Booking Genie's channel manager it's different from the other ones?
Well, channel manager is typically extremely dependent on the APIs of OTAs. So there is nothing much we can do about it. However, our channel manager is not so much different from other, except from ease of the UI UX are
Okay.
awesome there. The ease of putting working on our channel manager is much better. However, technologically we couldn't do much improvement on that, because that's again a product which in contrary to our vision of getting direct booking.
Okay.
That's a contrast product basically. So that's an interim product. I personally don't want that product to be going into limelight and people using it. But however, as an interim measure, you should use that channel manager.
So, sir, how many clients you guys have now?
Well, we ramped up a very good number of clients within the last 9 months of operation. So we have currently around 700 clients working with us, and out of them, majorly all of them are having iBooking engine. Almost 30% are using channel managers, which with the product channel manager came little later. Another 10% use our Snap app, and almost 30% again use our chatbot Lisa.
I mean, the numbers seems very means cool to me. I mean, in such a short amount of time, you guys able to make such huge numbers in the sales.
Yes, Neil. Actually, we are an extremely sales-driven organization. Though believe that technology has to back these sales. So we have an extremely good technology team which brought this sales thing going. So technology product was in place. We did the prototyping. We did the pilot survey in a local market. and we got very extremely enthusiastic with the initially the resistance was there because these were legacy products we were fighting against. However, once we did a pilot run with at least 30 hotels that and showed them the results, which was almost 30 to 40% growth in their online revenue, then we said across geographically we tried in other places, which was geographically completely different from this place, and there it worked. So again, 2-3 more places we'll try, and until 120 kind of hotels we were trying across geographical locations whether it will acceptable by our clients or not. And when it did, and we just went all out in terms of selling it directly to hotels with a very low customer acquisition cost over a telecalling and a desktop sharing selling. So as a SaaS model we do. So we all went on a rampage, and that's how we ramped up these numbers. However, while we were ramping this number, we also had a focus on the service. We call our service team as client success team, and that's how we have nomenclated our support function. So we strongly believe our client's success is our success. So from here onwards, whatever business we will get, it will be more of referral, more of endorsed by my client. I want my clients to become my ambassador too.
That's very great. So recently we saw a video of you CTO speaking about technology known as Lisa.
Mhm.
So how this Lisa came into existence?
Interesting question, Neil. So Lisa was one of my, basically very young guy named Vicky. So we were talking that time about bot chat and how bot chat can bring revolutionary engagement into a hotel's website. However, the bot chats, lot of debate is there. However, we said let's make our hand dirty in bot chat. So once you're driving with Vicky, so the idea of we were talking about Cortana, we are talking about Siri,
Yeah.
and many other which are speech-based chat that are available. So we said let's give it a name, and while we were discussing, it came out to be Lisa. So lexical integrated syntax analyzer. So the name Lisa sounds well. I mean that was the I am told that was the first computer that Steve Jobs developed, and Vicky's mentor is one of role model is kind of Steve Jobs. So we all were game for it. I mean we gave the name Lisa, and it's going places, and it's enabling any hotel those who are using that to increase the engagement in the site almost by 50%.
Why you think that hotel needs AI? I mean, as we all know that AI is all about cutting millions of jobs. So why you think that hotel needs AI?
Well, Neil, in my opinion, AI is something which is adding to productivity. Well, how I see at it, artificial intelligence or machine learning, for that matter, IoT, it gives more disposable time for the hotel employees or those who are heads of hotel to ensure more quality time for servicing what they need to do actually. While they have been struggling with understanding consumer, right time, right thing, to be there. I don't think their job technology has a solution to it, right? So a person who is today in a reception, and he gets all sort of a request starting from a wake up call till password of Wi-Fi, room service. Talk about the plumbing problem with their bathroom there, or cleaning a sheet for that matter. Anything, every request go to the reception typically, or to the housekeeping. Imagine a situation wherein these things are is not routed through the phone call or a human being. So they all go through the machines, and automatically the last mile delivery is done by, of course, a human who is a maybe a concierge or a steward or a housekeeping guy or a room service guy. However, the communication can be routed through right communication to the right person can go through directly from the guest to the person handling, who will be executing that ultimately. So this can be done with a lot of programming in machine learning and artificial intelligence, which will give more available time for the employee of the hotel to be more poised and to be more focused on the client satisfaction rather than on this little bit of worry things that sparks around.
So, sir, basically, you're trying to make things very flexible.
Flexible, robust, and seamless.
Okay. So, sir, a few months ago, like you mentioned about Genie app. So, sir, I just want to know what is the Genie app all about? I mean, what it do basically?
Well, it's a big innovation that we have done. We call it a Snap app basically. What it does, once you book the room, this app gets manifest in your mobile, in your smartphone, and when you check out, it kind of dies. It gets deleted from your uninstalled from your mobile. So during this time, it behaves as a concierge app. It behaves as a guide. It behaves as a one-point contact for everything that you do in the hotel. So you first of all eliminate the intercom, the direct interface with any of the employees of the hotel. Everything can be done from check-in, check-out, feedback, room service, booking a spa. And on the hotel side, it enables the hotel to cross-sell their restaurants, their products, upsell their spas, bars, whatever they have available. So it's a win-win situation for both hotels and the guests that come around, because the guests that today's are traveling are looking for experiences. They don't want to waste their time talking to people, asking them to care more about themselves or something. So these things technology can handle. However, human should handle the more of emotions, more of experience giving to this person front to front. However, this concierge things can be taken care by the technology that we have introduced in Snapchat.
Came to know that you guys have done partnership with Easy and Capsula. So, sir, why you think that integrations are important in a startup?
Well, many years back, I was exposed to an interview of Sunil Mittal, and where very openly he shared that being a very small company in initial stage, you need to have alliances, you need to have contracts, synergistic approach with the bigger ones. Citing an example of how he kind of made an alliance with LG, the little gold star those days, and that became the turning point of their company. Then those days they were selling portable generators, right? So in my entrepreneurship career, I have seen making a lot of alliances with these kind of bigger giants. So I feel a alliance with a company like IDS, which is one of the best company in India with in terms of PMSs. I think that makes a lot of sense to work with a bigger person who has already having maybe hundreds and thousands of hotels in their pipeline. So you feel very comfortable working with them, and they accept as a startup us. And that's the way we are in the diaspora, wherein hospitality industry as a hospitality industry that gives us a lot of leverage. So almost every good hotel you go, you will find either this or the other software that we have already created alliance with. So it is easy for us to penetrate to that hotel when they understand that we have a alliance with them. So that is number one. And also these people have seen markets for 40 years from now, 30 years from now. These are understanding the hotel behavior, the market on the call. They have been with them on their ups and downs. So it will be interesting learning every time we go and meet them, and when we are writing the contract or writing the API with them, every time we go and meet them, we learn a lot from them. And they today are in a state of looking at us as a younger brother, and they all go out and help us. They want us to grow. That's the ecosystem that helps us to grow in this hospitality industry. So I'm thankful to all my alliances that we have made in recent past. Uh, each one of them, they have given over one meeting they have approved us, in terms of writing, getting alliance, NDA written and everything. So I'm really, really thankful to each one of them out there whom we have created alliance, and we are sure we will never let them down. Rather, there will be incremental business which will they will create from us, and however the other way also is also true.
So, sir, where do you see Booking Genie by 2020?
Well, 2020 Booking Genie will be right now. Imagining Booking Genie of 2020 is too early.
Okay.
So we foresee a vision wherein Booking Genie would be moving completely into artificial intelligence. Completely. A robot concierge can be walking around the hotels. You seamlessly walk into the hotel. Don't have to interact with anybody. There will be sensors. There will be a whole lot of IoT things. Rather, Internet of Everything things. Uh, Connected devices, concierge going into artificial, not only artificial intelligence, but speech based, so that imagine you entering into a room and you want the lights to be on, you just have to announce that the major lights be on or your mood lights be on. So you want the AC at 26 degree or 30 to 19 degree, you just have to announce in the room that AC 19 degree, so it will automatically adjust to 19 degree. Or you want to switch off the AC, you just have to say AC switch off. So these are all the extremely imaginative stage we are in. However, this is going to be the reality of future. Some hotels, some startups have already started working on this globally. We will definitely get into this segment. However, we are also talking about certain B2C products which will still bring my supply and the demand side of any hospitality more closer without any intermediaryship. So that's the whole vision. By 2020, I think we'd be established player in this.
So, sir, is the final question from my side. Like, sir, as a founder of a startup, means where do you basically put your most of your focus on? Like, is it product, marketing, or just sales?
Well, as a CEO, if you could talk about me as a CEO, I put more focus on my team's ability, capability to keep my team happy. So that's my first focus, because ultimately the delivery that is done in the company is through my team. So my first agenda is to make my people working with Booking Genie happy. So that's the only agenda I drive. So that's my first priority, happiness of employees, and uh, you know ensure that capability, their learning increases every day. And when you talk about products, sales or marketing, my opinion would be like, we need to create a world class product first, and then over it a layer of sales will happen, and then amplification happens from today's digital marketing. So we have deployed digital marketing inbound as well as outbound, and we have a strong sales team. And sales has been always at the core of my heart, and I'm myself a hardcore sales guy. So that's how you see the numbers as a result of being a hardcore sales guy. Now, product has always been again very close to me. Visualizing technology, how technology can enable to more facilitate a hospitality industry. That has been very close. So we spend a lot of time in understanding the design aspect of every product that we do, the UI, the UX, the seamlessness, and how it can contribute to more and more into hospitality industry. So, just to sum up, my focus today is extremely on the employee happiness side. So, I keep a employee happiness index in my organization, wherein we talk about how each and every person, at every level of work, gives a positive contribution to the growth of Booking Genie, and what he takes in personally for his own growth. So these are the things that I focus. And second focus is on, of course, one of my full-time job is raising funds I'm thankful to my founders, those who have backed up at this early stage. We have picked up 2 rounds of funds, seed fund basically, and probably within a month of time we are raising our pre-series A. That will be the big thing that we raise. So I'm thankful for to all my founders, those who have been associated with us so far.
So, sir, thanks a lot for sharing all these things with me, and I'm very grateful that you have spent your ample time for viewers. So, sir, thanks a lot. See you in the next episode.
Thank you, Neil. I would also thank you, and we'll look forward for more interaction with you in future.
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.